pleasure of introducing tonight's keynote speaker. As a UGA student, Alton Brown delivered pizzas for Sons of Italy. He tells me he cultivated cooking skills in order to get a date. And he studied drama with his mentor, Charlie Eisner. Today, he is one of America's best-known TV personalities. He writes, produces, directs, and stars in Good Eats.
Good Eats.
A Food Network hit that won him a George Foster Peabody Award from our journalism school in 2006. If you've watched Good Eats, you'll see Brown employ science, history props, and pop culture to teach viewers how to control the elements that affect their food and health. The show includes food experts and a host of fictional characters. The result of blending these ingredients together is a show that the Peabody Board called omnivorously educational and great cheesy fun. After leaving UGA, Brown spent 10 years honing his skills as a cinematographer, as a music and commercial video director. And during his spare time, he watched cooking shows and eventually realized that he wanted to create something different and better. He lacked formal cooking training, so he enrolled at the New England Culinary Institute. 1999 was a big year for Brown as the first episode of Good Eats aired in July, and his daughter Zoe was born a few months later. Originally, he says he wasn't supposed to be on camera, but his science geek enthusiasm and storytelling approach made the most complicated lessons easy for his audience to follow. Good Eats viewers know that Brown favors multitasking kitchen gaskets and is a multitasker himself. He has published 3 books now. The James Beard Foundation Award winner, I'm Just Here for the Food. New York Times bestseller, I'm Just Here for More Food. And the James Beard Award winner, Alton Brown's Here for Your Kitchen. Today he serves as commentator for Iron Chef America.
Yeah.
And as guest judge for the next Food Network star. He also has hosted Feasting on Asphalt, a transient cross-country motorcycle mission to explore the history of road food. He was named Teacher of the Year at the 7th Annual Bon Appetit American Food Awards, and he receives regular invitations to teach chemistry classes at colleges and schools across the country. I've been impressed over the last several years with his creativity, with his inventiveness. I believe that reflects on his own curiosity and on the value of the education he received at his alma mater. It's always a special pleasure to welcome back to campus for these commencement addresses, one of our own. And it's a special thrill for me to recommend to you your commencement speaker, Mr. Alton Brown. Alton.
Good evening. Congratulations to each of you. It's been a long road, I know. It took me about 20 years to graduate. I just graduated in 2004, actually, all because of a misunderstanding about a French credit. It was nothing, really. I have to say that of the many, oh, by the way, 6 books. Thanks. 6. You can't expect these guys to get it all right. Anyway, I've been lucky enough to have a few honors, and oh hush, in the last few years. three of the greatest accomplishments that I feel that I've had. One was actually finally graduating from this university at the age of 43 years old. All I had to do was wait for them to lower their standards just a little bit.
Oh.
You know, it was 4 quarters of French. I only did 3, and then I just waited. And eventually they dropped it. Everything was okay. Lesson to you all. One of the second greatest one was, of course, getting a Peabody Award, which was very unexpected. This, of course, handed out by the journalism school. A school which had denied me entrance in 1982. Again, I just had to wait for the standards to fall just a little bit. The other honor is actually, finally, for the very first time in my life, being in this stadium. I have never been here because every game day and every graduation day when I was a student, I spent delivering pizzas because that was the day that you got the most business. But that doesn't mean that graduation day wasn't important to me, doesn't have a special place in my life. I remember very well graduation 1984. I believe it was spring 1984. Yes, it was. So I remember the shoes I was wearing. It was about an hour before the commencement, and I was called to deliver a pizza, large, pepperoni, mushroom, side of anchovies, which I always thought was interesting, to a large house not too far from campus. And all I'll say is that it had 3 Greek letters on the front of it. I knocked on the door. I was led to a room where a gentleman who seemed to be suffering from some kind of brain-altering experience. There was some malt liquor bottles present. Had been up, obviously, a very long time studying. Commenced to fumble about with his wallet. Started to count out money. And vomiting all over my shoes.
Oh.
After said vomiting, he passed out. Not the story you wanted to hear, sorry. Now what was interesting about it for me is at the time, so I have vomit all over my red Converse high tops, which were not cheap back then. Cutting edge fashion. I've got the pizza, and there's this guy with his wallet open who's passed out in front of me. I was taking ethics at the time. And I decided to use this as a, human kind of, experiment. So the first thing is I decided, okay, I am going to leave the pizza. I'm going to take enough money for the pizza out of my wallet, including, the 35-cent delivery charge, which is what they charge back then. So I took the money, and I left the pizza, and I got about halfway to my car and decided, whoa, no, this isn't right at all, because in the world of ethics, I'm placing a value on the shoes. So I went back upstairs. The pizza was still there. I decided to leave the pizza. I took all his money. And I eyed his stereo, but that would have been going too far. I got back down to the car and realized, wait, no. This is ethically also not correct. I cannot do this. I was really into this class. I went back up there. I put all the money back except the money for the pizza, and I changed shoes with him. Now what I hope is that one of your dads is up here going, oh, finally. It's my graduation story. Thank you very much. Now I realize that, believe me, I'm going to be as short as I possibly can here because I know you all have beers in the car. Oh, that's not fair. You got them with you directly in your row. This isn't just for texting. I know that some of you or some of your parents have certainly thought, well, this is odd, isn't it? Having this TV, cable-lebrity, because let's face it, at least 20% of you don't know who I am, so I'm not actually a celebrity, and 10% of you think I'm the president of Welch's Grape Juice. By the way, I just made $1,000 for saying the word. Life is good. A lot of you are thinking, wait a second, this is a job for movers and shakers and policymakers, people of stature. We've got this theater graduate up here. Well, I want you to think about this. What are the odds that all of you are going to become movers and shakers, big world leaders? I'm sure there's probably a senator out there, but there's a rotten apple in every barrel. So I don't want to dwell on that. But the truth is, if our current cultural curve continues in its present direction, odds are, and I've done the math on this, 68% of you will